Welcome. This is the Senior Safety Advice Podcast, and we are so glad that you've made it to a calmer corner of your day. Here, we focus on real solutions, practical help, and the kind of encouragement we could all use a little more of. So let's get to it.
Welcome to today's Senior Safety Advice Daily Podcast. I'm Robin Schultz, Certified Dementia Specialist, and today I want to talk about something beautifully simple: the little things that mean the world to seniors. It's easy to think that what older adults need most are the big things: better medical care, safer homes, or more financial security. And yes, those things matter. But in my experience, what really touches the heart and truly lifts a senior's day are often the small, everyday gestures that say, "You matter, you're seen, you're loved." I remember hearing a story from a patient of mine years ago. She lived alone after her husband passed. Her children called often, sending cards and visiting when they could, but what she talked about most wasn't the phone calls or the gifts. It was her neighbor who left a small vase of fresh flowers from her garden on the porch every Sunday. She told me, "It's the highlight of my week. I never know what color they'll be, but I always know someone was thinking of me." That's the power of a little thing. It can turn an ordinary day into one that feels special. When we think about connection, it doesn't take grand gestures. It takes presence. For many seniors, especially those who are aging in place or living alone, moments of connection remind them they're not forgotten. Things like saying good morning and really meaning it, sharing a cup of coffee together, even for 10 minutes, asking about a story from their past and truly listening to the answer, sending a handwritten note just because, or remembering how they take their tea. Small moments, yes, but meaningful, because what's underneath all those gestures is respect. Sometimes people assume that older adults need constant help or pity, but what many really crave is to feel useful and included. When you invite a senior to help fold laundry, share a recipe, or give advice, it tells them you still have purpose. I've seen the light return to someone's eyes when they're asked, "What do you think?" or "Can you show me how you used to do that?" We all need to feel valued, no matter our age. For caregivers, I know how easy it is to get caught up in the daily routine. You're busy managing appointments and medications and meals and safety. It's exhausting. But every now and then, pausing for something small, a gentle touch on the hand, a smile, a few words of appreciation, can change the tone of an entire day. Even if your loved one has memory loss and may not remember the moment tomorrow, the emotion of kindness lingers. It can calm anxiety, ease agitation, and build trust in ways that words alone can't. There's a saying I love: "People may forget what you said, but they'll never forget how you make them feel." There's so much truth in that, especially in dementia care. A favorite song, the smell of cookies baking, or hearing their name spoken softly can reach parts of the heart that memory loss cannot touch. If you have a loved one living with dementia, remember, little things are your bridge. A familiar blanket that feels safe, a slow walk outside in the sunshine, a photo album you flip through together. These small comforts anchor the person in moments of peace and belonging. And you know, it's not just about what we give, it's also about what we notice. When we slow down enough to see the beauty in small details, the way sunlight hits their face, the pride when they tell an old story, we connect more deeply with the person. We start to see them as a person, not just the tasks or the challenges they represent. That awareness can transform both our caregiving and our relationships. So today I want to challenge you. Just pick one small thing you can do for an older adult in your life. Maybe it's calling instead of texting. Maybe it's mailing a photo. Maybe it's saying, "I'm really glad you're in my life." Because here's the truth. To a senior, those moments don't feel small at all. They feel like love. They feel like life. As we wrap up, remember, you don't have to fix everything. You just have to show up. Sometimes your presence, your patience, and your kindness are more powerful than any solution. So go ahead and do something little today. A word, a smile, a gesture, and know that it might mean the world to someone who really needs it. Thank you so much for joining me today. If this episode touched your heart, share it with someone who could use the reminder. You'll find more daily reflections and resources at seniorsafetyadvice.com. And come back tomorrow for another moment of calm, guidance, and encouragement as we keep navigating aging, caregiving, and living well together. Until then, take care of yourself and the ones you love. Bye.
This podcast is part of our mission to help older adults live safely and independently. If you'd like to take the next step, visit aginginplacedirectory.com, where you'll find specialists, helpful resources, and inspiration to make every home your place to thrive.